Hi everybody, today we are at the Hertie campus and we're going to be collecting the opinions of some students on social media governance.
And what they do is they hang a lot of journalists. They build like a website and then try to verify every fake news that it's available on the internet at that moment. They build a database and then they publish it on their website. So that will be one way to deal with this kind of problem.
Now we'll be having in the future coming not only text messages but videos and images. It's very easy nowadays to fake anything very easily. It's like the democratization of fake news. I think there should be a role from government, but what this role exactly is and how to regulate it, it's a very tough question.
I mean, we all have the data on how fast fake news spreads and how it's a big problem, but I think that there could be other responses to combating fake news, like, for example, media literacy rather than regulation, because I've kind of seen it play out not so great in, say, a more authoritarian state. I think that in democratic societies, we should be able to say what we want, even if we're wrong. And I think that is better than the alternative, which I see as somewhat tyrannical and possibly totalitarian.
At the moment, in the discussion about social media governance, there are three models that are being debated. The first one I call the American model. That's called also self-regulation, and it grants a lot of autonomy to companies. That's the state we're in right now. And then on the other end of the extreme, you have the Chinese approach, which is a very state-focused approach. It is also based on developing a very strong, in this case, cyberspace administration of China that can pass directives directly to tech companies that the tech companies are supposed to employ. And then you have the European approach, which has just been passed as part of the Digital Services, Digital Market Act's package. The European approach towards platform regulation is not based on deleting, filtering, or blocking content, but instead it aims to hold platforms accountable and ask them to create what's called a risk assessment, so to develop for themselves some standards as to what are the main risks, the societal risks that their platform entails. And then they also ask them to develop a strategy on how to deal with them. And then this new tech regulator, which is called the Digital Service Coordinators in each member state, they are going to audit the platforms, and they will hold them accountable depending on what the platforms propose themselves as part of this risk assessment. One of the strongest tools in instruments on the side of these tech regulators is that they request to get access to private user data in order to check whether the platforms are actually doing what they say they are doing.